Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. First down, looking to throw the football. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. To throw, it's Jadovsky. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Going to try to use his legs here. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Throws to the tight end. Pulls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Man, I love to see linebackers in today's game. They're physical enough to be able to be in the box and defend the run because that's their main primary job. But here you can see the athletic ability to be in man coverage and be able to make a play and knock the ball away.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Dropping back, it's Jadovsky. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. The pocket breaking down. The pass ball is incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line is Bradley.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackle made after a big game. And the Seminoles will crank up the tempo. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. An inside give now from the shotgun. Makes a nice move there. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Jackson. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Running out of time in the pocket. In the clear at the 25. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Jadovsky. Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback dropping back. On the run here, lets it go. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Here comes a handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
And the Gators will line up now. It's first and goal. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving to the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Oh, he missed it. It's no good, and they still trail by a point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? You start the drive with a quick throw to the left side.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Scanning the field. It's Jackson. Catch made on the right side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. They had so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Get set, get set. Over.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the handoff again. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Noles with first and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Same tailback, another carry. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now the important point after attempt. PAT makes it an 8-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He cannot escape the defense with a sack. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Dropping back. It's Jadovsky. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Kicker on the sidelines. They'll go for 2 points here, trying to tie the score. Back to pass. It's Jadovsky. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They're still down by 2. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Florida State offense on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Florida State.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Back to throw. It's Jackson. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
He's escaping the pocket now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to start the second half. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking downfield. It's Jackson. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida offense retakes the field. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made near the sidelines. Short gain, but enough to make the first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to pass. It's Jadovsky. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The Gators looking to keep this drive moving.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw it again. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. To throw, it's Jadovsky. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game fall. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Makes a quick catch. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides. Time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Gators. That puts him on top in the second half. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's McCoy. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. To throw, it's Jackson. The pass rush closing in. Caught for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Noles come to the line to run the hurry-up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab behind the line. It's Bradley. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Looking for a gap. It's Bradley. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Can they convert on 3rd down and keep this drive rolling? Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Jackrabbit.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 19, Florida State 14.
Ready, set.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
22. 3 and 20.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Gain of 3. Second down coming up.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They're going to run it here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Under. Cross.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Knowles. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He'll make it into the end zone. So now they lead by a field goal here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Florida offense will take over.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Looking to throw. It's Jadovsky. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Rick, you don't have to be that creative, do you? The running back simply cannot be stopped. It's another touchdown for him.
Chris, he's scoring all these touchdowns, but it's really as much about the offensive line as it is anything. How about the holes that he's running through right now to give him a chance to get out into space to show you what he can do as a back? But he'll be the first one to tell you, I'm sure, after the game, the job this offensive line did.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Gators offense retakes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they start the drive with an end-around play. They stop him right at the 24.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Bradley. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the handoff again. Gets into space at the 50. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Slide 22. Slot.
Handoff heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it go quickly. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. They're going for it, but the offense needs 13 yards on this 4th down. To the air, it's Jackson. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're in pretty good position. It's a 2-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Look at this, he'll go deep again. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
Now, a 4th down.
The Noles will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not the way he wanted to kick it. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the Florida offense will take over.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. Looks like he's going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he goes down, and that's how we will end it.